So, welcome to another episode of the Swamp Inside Florida Athletics. I'm your co-host Anthony Becker, along with my other co-host
Jerry Brown. What's going on, man?
Ain't nothing much, man. And as you can see, I am old man Marcus Davis. I am officially closer to 30 now than when I was last week. So there you go.
Yeah.
Marcus' birthday. Let's go.
Happy birthday! Just celebrated. The curse is broken.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Man, I've been through so much every time the Garrett's play on my birthday weekend, man. Especially last year on my birthday proper, they got ran out the damn stadium. First time I ever went to the Swamp was for my birthday when they played LSU in 2014. That didn't go so well. A lot of painful memories of Gator games on that weekend, but finally they broke the curse, and they broke another curse. They went on the road. Go figure. What a weekend for me, and what a weekend for Gator Nation. Let's go.
Let's freaking go.
Yeah, and we will get into this. And I gotta show y'all, everybody that's on here watching with us, I gotta show y'all a clip later on because when we look at this game and what happened, the play Ricky Pearsall made, let's just say, is eerily similar to a former Gator legend and now SEC Network analyst. We'll get into that later, but we got a big show for y'all tonight. We are going to recap this game, which was back and forth in a very exciting game. I think South Carolina had the state fair out there. I want to say they said it was homecoming for them. So they tried to they off the rip they tried us. So that was.
I would like to say though, real quick, shout out to state fairs all across the South. They're amazing.
Perry, Georgia specifically.
Jacksonville State Fair is amazing. The Texas State Fair when they play Oklahoma and Texas, that's amazing out there in Dallas. Man, shout out State Fairs.
Like the state fair we have here in Pensacola, the fair we have here in Pensacola is great, and I'm pretty sure state fairs around the country are great. I'm gonna be honest though. At this point, the Texas State Fair clears everybody.
The Texas State Fair is amazing. I'm sorry, but I will say state fair food is amazing, and it's also diabetes on a stick.
Oh, yeah. And it will send you to the bathroom, bro. No doubt.
You see a burger with everything on it, but the buns is 2 donuts from Krispy Kreme.
We ain't finna, bro. It's called A1C at that point, bro.
Yeah, at that point, you got to worry about getting the defibrillator out because somebody's gonna have a heart attack.
Jay freaking Money is in.
Good, my brother. Going back to the show, man. Glad to have you watching this.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, we glad to have you on. We are, oh man, we excited right now because, as we just mentioned, we broke the curse of Florida losing on Marcus's birthday around his birthday weekend. We got the win there, and we broke the curse of losing on the road. Road win that, I'm gonna be honest, possibly saved the season.
Yeah. I would wholeheartedly agree.
That may have saved the season.
I think going into the year, man, we all knew, like, as far as SEC play, we wanted to be 5-2 minimum going into the Georgia game, and we knew we had to either beat Kentucky or South Carolina on the road to get it done. And shoot, man, we went into a hostile environment with, probably, well, not even probably, like a top three quarterback in the SEC. So I mean, we did our thing, bro.
It was a tough game. It was a contested game.
Journey. My guy. What's happening? Put us on some of them frequencies, by the way. Thank you.
Yeah. So, like I was saying, like, it was a really nip and tuck ball game. It was one of those games that we saw the schedule when it came out and we did our predictions that we said, this is going to be one of those games that make or break the season. This in Kentucky. Mm-hmm. Kentucky, we got around the stadium early and often. And it kind of just led to questions of, can we win on the road under Napier? Will this young team show up when it matters? How are they going to respond when they get punched in the mouth? And for long stretches of this game, they did. I mean, They got up 10 late in the game. We thought, okay, this ain't looking good. It's going to get away from us. And this offense is going to be able to do anything about it. And they did. Graham Merson, the offense responded. Ours Boardingham had a very nice game. Ricky Pearsall was fantastic. Trevor Etienne's nice runs. Marcel Johnson did great. Mertz really showed us something. Had probably his best game damn near ever.
Of his,
I'm gonna say ever.
Like,
of
it
his
was-
college career. That was incredible. He played you know, I will say this. There's one thing we definitely cannot question. Nobody can question this. This man's toughness. The hits he was out there taking. And honestly, he's been taking all year. He just continues to get up.
he's
He continues to
getting
get up.
clocked.
and-
Every time you see him get up after a pass play,
Bro,
he's
be
like
living.
slowly on the ground, like wait for him to get up. It's like, oh my god, did we get him killed this
Bro,
time?
be living, right? He be hurting. I'm
Bro.
like, dang, I feel bad for him.
He like an elevator out there, up and down off
Yeah,
the turf.
yeah.
But he gets up and
Bro.
responds. So more power to him, man. I'm really glad he's our quarterback. I didn't think I was gonna say that at this point in the season, but here we are.
Yeah.
Marcus,
Two interceptions that really weren't even his fault this year.
yeah, neither one of them were his fault. And
He
Marcus,
could have 0 INT.
Oh, dude, I'm glad I was wrong about Saturday. Shit. It wasn't looking good there for a minute, but the team responded, man. It's a young team on the road, and they came to play and they battled back. Happy for them.
there's the
Yeah.
second part of this question.
Oh, it was fantastic. It was wonderful. You know, I got to see Bears win the day before. Jags won. Ain't nothing they can ask for, man.
Blessings, man.
Birthday cake left.
What we said?
You still got some birthday cake left.
A little bit. Got some cupcakes too, you know.
You already know. Bro.
King of the North, what's going on?
What's going on, my brother?
What is happening, bro? Good to have you on, man.
And you know that's the other thing. Getting a win before this bye week, going into this bye week 5-2. We got George on the horizon, but it's just a different feeling when you get a win before the bye week. You're feeling good. You don't have to think about a loss for 2 straight weeks. Now you got to win. You can kind of, I ain't gonna say relax, but you can kind of, you know, this week you can use this bye week to work on everything on the things you need to correct, things you need to clean up, and then you can do game prep. So
There's still a lot to clean up, of course, because as this team is.
Defense got to get it back to where they were before. Get it back to where you were before.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate you, man. It was good, bro. It was really good. Appreciate the birthday wishes, man.
yeah, let's get into it because I mean, as we said, this game is back and forth. I mean, South Carolina, of course, they win the toss, they defer. We get the ball first. We drove right down the field, and this is what I was happy to see. We were able to drive right down the field and get a touchdown. Kind of set the tone early, but you know, then the defense goes out there and they originally got to stop on 3rd down, but get flat for pass interference. You extend the drive, and they go right down the field and score. And this was, and honestly, I honestly thought this would be a little bit more of a defensive battle, but
Me too.
these two officers, let's be real. Spencer Rattler is that dude.
Yes.
Yeah, he's him, bro. He's him.
I was like, South Carolina's offensive line is bad, but they have talent on that offense, and Rattler's at the controls. He can make things happen. They have nice receivers and have a really fun running game, which gassed the absolute hell out of us. I mean, Ed. And that's 2 weeks. That's what, 2 conference games in a row we've gotten gashed on the ground. So that's something we got to really see.
That's concerning.
It is. And South Carolina, actually, with their offensive line, they had a bye week before they played us. So they made a couple of changes and put a couple of freshmen in. They actually played pretty decently.
Yeah.
Like they said these 2 freshmen are probably their most talented offensive linemen. So for them to get in there and play the way they did, it's impressive on their part. So that's why the offensive line looked a little bit better. But they were still able to generate some pressure on Spencer Rattler, but he was just – it was unbelievable watching both of these quarterbacks. I mean, they both just put on the show. Spencer Rattler, I think, had over 300 yards passing. He had 4 touchdowns. But, you know, my biggest concern, y'all said it, getting gashed on the ground. Like that's gotta stop. We gotta clean that up. And I would say it's a noticeable difference when Cam Jackson's not in the game and on the run defense. Because when he's in the game, yeah, we're not getting gashed as much. But as soon as he comes out,
I mean, I want to ask you because I mean, this is the bye week. By the time the bye week comes, you should know who your team is right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ultimately know what you have, what your identity is essentially. So, like, do we know the identity of our defense? Like, are we great in pass coverage, or are we a run stopping team? I mean, what are we on defense?
Okay, pass coverage is a little bit to be desired because Jason Marshall's kind of regressed a little bit. Kimmer's okay, but not great or anything. Plus, you have a lot of youth in the back end at safety, which is something I've harped on. Do you see the pieces coming together, and you see the players that you're going to rely on? But again, the problem is they're 18 years old, so there's going to be games where they're an elevator. There's going to be games where they're really up because they played probably way better than any of us thought they were going to earlier in the season, especially after the Utah game. Even then, they didn't play that bad outside of a bust or two. And then once they got in the conference play a little bit more, you start seeing the youth and the experience show up on the road, which we've already struggled on under Napier as it is. Mm-hmm. And guys just not making tackles, guys being in the wrong position, things like that. But you see the nucleus and you see what you can improve on, and it's not, and they're usually in the right coverages and usually in the right calls. It's just all about making the plays.
That's a good point, Jay Winner.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Resiliency. That's what they showed. You know, to get down by 10 late in this game. And first of all, I know a lot of people were upset about the fourth down play to Arlis Bordenham, and I don't like that they threw the ball behind because that
was not a great idea.
I'm sorry, that was shambolic, but it worked out.
Bad. I was like, thank God Arlis is athletic, bro. Because that was just
he made that play himself because I'm not throwing the ball behind the line of scrimmage. And honestly, it just shows you he's a former receiver. Like, he grew into a tight end.
Yeah.
The receiver skills there. And he came up clutch on that entire drive because he also tipped the pass to himself and caught a touchdown. So, and then the defense, as bad as they played, when they needed to get stops,
they did.
That is the one thing we can say. They did get the stops when they needed to. So for them to get a stop and get us the ball back with a chance to go down the field and possibly tie or win the game. First of all, the first three plays I did not really like. The throw to Ricky Pearsall on fourth down, though, was one of the most impressive throws I've seen. And then sometimes in a game like this, you need some luck. Lo and behold, ball thrown behind Ricky Pearsall off his hands. Trey Wilson's right there and caught it in stride, gets us a first down. And then the next play, I'm going to go ahead and go to this because
Graham Mertz, oh my God.
Hey, man.
What he did there was amazing, bro. And it's like, imagine if Arlis Bordenham gets tackled on that fourth down. We're having a whole different conversation.
Sometimes you better be lucky than good. And we got lucky multiple times.
Yes, we did.
Hey, you have to win games like that sometimes. It is what it is.
This is what I mean by eerily similar. Now, I was just a 1-year-old at this time. But if y'all have seen clips of this play, in 1993, Florida's playing Kentucky on the road. They were down most of the game. Danny Werfel hits Chris Doering down the middle of the field for a touchdown late in this game for them to win the game. I think it was like 1 second left. They put together both plays here. And I want to show y'all this. Because, in my opinion, it's the same exact play. Just a little bit of a different look.
Dang, yeah, that's a good point.
It's not that dissimilar.
You see how eerily similar they look?
It is pretty similar, man. I ain't gonna lie. It is.
So as soon as I saw the play, I started like really thinking, where have I seen this before? And then all of a sudden somebody posted that clip. I was like, wow, that's crazy. Because you look at it and it's like the only difference was there was no pump fake by Danny Werfel. Yeah. Everything else, though, was right on the money. So looking at that play, honestly, I feel like this is a game. Getting a win like that could be this. It might possibly. Now I don't know about the Georgia game, but it could possibly be the start of something of us really going up.
It could because, well, again, like we've always harped on, like I've been harping on, they're a very young football team and they're very emotional as such. And they have these peaks and valleys where you have a big rivalry against Tennessee at home, and the crowd carries you out. You don't play well at the beginning of the game against Utah, and you kind of bounce battle back. You play Kentucky, you don't play well on the road, yada yada. And you have this game where you have to battle back again in a place you haven't won very much in the last 2 years on the road. And you come out with big play after big play after big play. Now you have a bye week to correct some things, get healthy. Set the game plan for Georgia, which is the rivalry game of all rivalry games, for my money, in this program. Now I was dead shocked. I literally saw him do that.
I ain't gonna lie. I was like, bro, ain't no way he threw this ball right here.
I was like, bro, if you don't get this first down, bro, he ain't living. He ain't beating them check down merchant out here ever.
What's happening, man? It's good to have you on, brother.
Good to have you on, man.
Good to have you on.
Yeah. So,
but just look at Graham Mertz's numbers: 30 for 48, 423 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interception.
Bro, I want to ask y'all something. Like, okay, so we've been following, of course, we've been watching and podcasting. Is that the first? Have we ever beaten somebody when our quarterback under Napier's thrown over 40 passes?
Nope.
No.
We didn't. I don't even think we did it under Dan Mullen.
No.
That's crazy.
This is the first time. This is the first time we won a game in a long time where the quarterback had to win the game with his arm.
Yeah, because in the last several years, when you're throwing that many passes, that means we're behind, and we're not talented enough, or we're not structured well enough to be able to come back from behind like that and be able to stay in the game throwing 40, 50-plus passes. So this is a much welcome change of pace, man. That's a lot of curses that's been broken on Saturday, man. So really good for the program, good for the guys in that locker room, being able to battle back like that and showing they can get back in the games in this way. Because, again, this is still not the most structurally sound offense in the world. Like, there's still flaws. We still do need an offensive coordinator after this season.
Yeah.
But glad they were able to answer some questions, and I'm very glad they were able to go out there and stay in it and eventually take the game.
Speaking of that, though, Marcus and Jerry, have y'all noticed the last couple of weeks all concepts have been vastly different and looked a lot better?
Man, not even that different.
Yeah. Especially in this game. The route concepts look so much better.
They look a little. There's still some wonkiness in there, obviously, but the offense is not particularly great either, so you can't really do much. But
I think what has changed, I think it's pretty obvious. When you run an offense like this and you don't have Onathan Jodem at tight end and Zontae Danders, you're gonna look better. You're gonna look better. Your tight end is out there catching the ball, getting extra yards. It creates now the linebackers respect the threat we have underneath, right? So guys like Ricky Pearsall, Trey Wilson, Khalil Jackson are, they have a little more freedom to get down the field because Arlis Boardingham is he's a threat now. So
yeah, you're replacing those two tight ends with Arlis and Hansen, who's not a slouch and is pretty good.
Hansen, can we make an argument that those two are literally better than the other two?
Yes, they are.
There's no argument.
Hansen had the reputation coming out of high school. Well, first of all, he was a former quarterback, but coming in when he signed, they said he was more of a blocking tight end.
He could block too.
Like wasn't really much of a pass catcher. That has changed since he's gotten on campus.
Absolutely.
Man, he's made some plays down the field in the pass game, and looks way more athletic than we're giving him credit for.
Yeah.
So you have a two-headed monster at tight end. Think about this. Tony Livingston hasn't even hardly played yet. Wait till
Tony's talented. He is talented.
That's the thing. Wait till he gets out there.
Yeah, he's gonna be like a hybrid for sure. I think that we can move
I'm
around.
not gonna pin my hopes on people like that or anything like that, but I do like the looks he can give this offense because they are going to be so tight and heavy. Just have guys that can run, and if you're going to throw to the flats to them, they're not going to bumble and stumble all over the place, and they can get 5 yards. You know what I mean? So that helps your offense quite a bit. And if you're going to run the ball as effectively as we want to, keep it on schedule like that is going to be a big boon. But again, still need the coordinator. There's still some wonkiness. I hate that one slow developing ass play that we do in play action that never works.
Never worked.
Also, shout out to Maul Richards last night on Roll Up for pointing that out too, because I thought I was tripping every time he ran that play. It didn't work.
Did not.
Which play we're talking about?
It's that one like really slow developing play action that we try.
Yeah.
Take a shot. It does not work.
Well, my issue is okay. Don't run that play and then throw it deep to Trey Wilson.
I agree.
Like Trey is good for many things, but throwing it up to him deep while he's 5, what is he, 5'10", 5'9"?
I think he's that.
He's 5'9".
Don't do that. You know, it's like throwing deep to Solomon Patton back in the day. You don't want to do that.
Well, at least Trey Wilson could get down the field, but still.
Yeah, I would much rather. And salute to for Billy for putting Aiden Mizell out there, but even then the play didn't work because nobody's full.
Oh, and by the way, he can still play 4 games, take a red shirt.
Right, he can play 4 games.
Red shirty.
I didn't doubt that. You just said he ain't gonna play this year. I thought it was funny because he got in the game after you said
that was not funny.
That was funny.
You kind of knew he was gonna take a deep shot, but and on top of that, hold on, I'll be honest. I didn't like that play for one reason. I think even when South Carolina saw him get in,
everybody knew it was coming.
Everybody knew it was coming. So
come on, man.
Like if you're gonna put
everybody and their grandma, they great grandma who passed away 25 years ago, everyone knew that play was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rob, how the hell he get ran down? Come on, man.
Tony Pollard got ran down.
Yeah, he was trying to go in the angle though. I mean, guy had an angle, but
no. Anyway,
I look at him like this though. You know, if you're gonna put him out there, I would have had him run maybe like a slant route because he's still very quick. Like he could have beat the DB right there, caught the slant, and with his speed, he can take off. He can take off and go.
Yeah, he can.
Because if he gets just even that much of a crease, who catching him on that field?
And Trey is one of those players where just like you see it all the time in offense, especially in college. Just because the guy's fast, they put him everywhere on the field and don't give him a defined position or anything like that. But Trey legitimately is one of those guys where he is fast enough and he is actually skilled enough with the ball in his hands, no matter where he is, to have the ball in multiple spots. Like we tried him at running back a couple of times.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Packages, and it worked well. And I think we're on to something with Montrell Johnson as a lead blocker in those situations because he do some really nice blocks out there.
Yep.
Y'all, I'm trying so hard not to do it.
You're gonna do
what you
it.
about to say, bro? No, bro, don't do that. Don't do that. No,
don't do it. Don't do it.
Do not. Do not do that, bro.
I will say this.
I was about to
say,
you're on pack watch. Don't do that, bro.
The versatility that he has. There's going to be no stopping him. I'm sorry. He's going to be one of the players where it don't matter what you do to prepare for, you're not stopping him.
You're using your words carefully there. I see.
You're using. Yeah. Hey. Salute him.
I didn't say. I did not.
We didn't say it. Kenny did, man. We didn't say all that.
We didn't say it. Kenny
said it. I ain't saying no, Rob. I'm not doing it.
This is my rule, Kenny. From here on out, there are a few players in Gator history I don't like to compare to anybody. That's Kyle Pitts, Percy Harvin. Tim Tebow is probably another guy that you really could. And then who's another?
We're getting them Tebow comparisons.
Also on the lowest of lows, we can't be using Dante Fowler comps either because Dante Fowler was different.
Well, I don't. Well, hold on. I'm doing the joke. I'm sorry, Rob. I don't think Graham Mertz can throw that far.
AB,
you're not serious.
Sorry, Rob, I had to do that to you. But
that ball gotta go through customs, bro.
it is. I would love, besides Toronto and Vancouver, I would love to visit Montreal. I heard it's nice up there.
Hey, look, I love that kid. I love John Trill Monson.
We not
like this.
We're not doing that to him because he is a key player for us.
Yeah. That being said, I love him to death.
You get it. Etienne is the better running back.
I wasn't gonna say that. I was gonna say don't throw passes to Montreal because he can't catch like that.
No, he can't. He can't.
His hands, bro. The ball hits his hands and it flies off. It's crazy.
Nope. You ain't finna get me. You ain't finna put me on pack watch. Y'all ain't putting me on pack watch. Y'all putting Kenny on pack watch.
Somebody say he has a lot of Master P to him, if you know what I mean.
Autocorrect. I know, Rob, but you know I had to do that to you. You know I had to do that to you.
But nah, like with Montreal, like I love him to death. He's a tough runner. He's not the most explosive in the world. He doesn't have that much of a burst, but he knows how to run the football. If that makes any sense, he has good vision. He's powerful when he gets it in the space. It's just throwing passes to him is not exactly the best thing to do because he's like an old car engine with the ball in his hands. It's going to take a little bit to start. It might not ever start, but when it does, it can be effective. But you don't want him starting. You don't want him starting and stopping. You don't want him slowing down to make a play. Just hand him the ball and just let him try to get 3 or 4 and call it a day. And leave the passes to Trevor.
I will say this. Now, he may not be a first round, second round draft pick, but the only thing NFL scouts will tell Montreal Johnson he has to do is just work on catching the ball. He's making an NFL roster. He's going to make an NFL roster, and I'm going to just come right out and say it. He's going to be a key contributor for that roster. There are plenty of rosters that will draft that could use a Montreal Johnson right now. We know that. Now, he may not be the fastest guy, but you want some tough runners. You want a tough runner. You want a guy that late in games can wear down the defense. That's your guy right there. That is your guy right there. He will wear down defense. Like you just said, Marcus, he's got a lot of power. He's got great vision. I'm telling you right now, his vision is better than a lot of running backs around the country. I'm sorry. It really is. Like, he has great vision. But we all know Trevor is just different, man. He is a different animal out there. But that's why I like this combo so much with these 2 running backs. Because I mean,
man,
you got a guy that's a home run hitter, and you got another guy that can wear down defenses.
That's true. Just not with this offensive line, not as much. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, maybe not with this offense. You know, the offensive line was inconsistent, but because in pass protection they weren't great. Run blocking they were okay. I feel like run blocking wise they got better later in the game.
My thing is,
later in the game.
Look, as far as running the ball, we're not going to run over Georgia.
No, we're not.
But I think we got to utilize some of that play action. We got to get creative. And I think that'll be a way for us to, do something, make something shake. But hey, look, we can do it, man. I don't think there's, I don't think it's fair to just rule us out of that game. I think we have a shot, but a lot has to go right. Who scored? Was it Tony Pollard?
No,
Brandon Cooks.
Jesus.
Finally got Brandon Cooks to get a touchdown.
Come on, though.
Talk about Kimber and Marshall. Hey, man, look. And Steph, I'll throw one more person in there. Let's see a little bit more of Aaron Gates. I want to see more of him.
Look, AB. All
right, AB. All right, now.
Let's not throw him to the wolves right now because he had an interception on special teams.
I'm not saying start him. I'm saying just play him a little bit more. Just kind of ease him in there because he does have a lot of talent. Like
sure.
This dude was under recruited, and there's a reason why Michigan kept pressing for him. Why would you do that, man?
What's wrong with you?
Sorry.
What's wrong with you, Jared? What are we doing here, man?
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
I do want to see more Jakeem Jackson because I feel like, and honestly, more Devin Moore also. I'm gonna see more of both of those guys.
What's wrong with Devin Moore?
I think he's still nursing an injury. But and that's the problem. Look, best ability is availability. Like he's
Yeah, that's true.
probably our best cover corner if you ask me. But if you're hurt all the time, can't really get on the field.
It is what it is. But he
Man,
is.
he's not the next Moses Jenkins, bro.
Oh,
Why? Why?
Talented but hurt. Him and Jeremy Brown. But anyways,
Oh,
continue.
brother.
Hey,
But
man.
no, in all seriousness, though, Kimber is a vet. He's okay most of the time, I guess.
Usually in the right spots, he just gets dunked on.
Marshall just regressed, dude. Like he very much peaked their freshman year. Just never really got that spark back since then.
Look, man, Kimber got toasted most of the game.
He got boxed out in one of those big games.
But I will say this: late in this game, he did make some plays.
Yeah, he did.
Late in the game, he got toasted for most of the game. We got to get that cleaned up.
Like, who didn't get toasted? You know what I mean?
Even I think this was arguably Jordan Castell's worst game.
It was, but you know what? It's good for him because it's a learning experience.
Yeah, I'd rather 18-year-olds make mistakes than 22-year-olds because at that time, you know.
That's facts.
But that's mostly defense.
Let's talk about the linebacker play, man. I mean, I want to give a huge shout out to Derek Wingo, who I feel like has been silently having a really, really steady season. He's been great in run defense. So salute to Derek Wingo.
He's been okay when he's got chances to play. He's been all right.
He has been very solid.
Pick six with a club on his hand.
I just want to say Kenny is not making it to heaven, bro.
He's not wrong, but you ain't gotta say all that. I ain't say nothing about it, but
We'll see.
linebacker play though. Back to the subject at hand. These last two conference games, man, it's been kind of an adventure. I don't. Are guys hurt? Or more hurt than we're letting on?
Hold on. Let me answer this right now. I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all right now. Yes. A lot of guys are nicked up and banged up, so this bye week could not have come at a better time.
All because Davis.
Let me tell you, because a lot of people have been complaining about the linebacker play and wondering why Scooby hasn't played a whole lot.
Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you, bro?
He's been banged up. That's the reason. This is the thing, Rob. These guys are banged up. A lot of people didn't know that because a lot of injuries don't really get reported as much. But these guys are banged up a lot. They've been playing a lot, but this bye week they're gonna get healthy. Gonna get. I mean, they'll be fine. They'll be ready for the Georgia game.
What exactly are the injuries, though? Do you know?
Well, because they don't really say like what part of them is hurting. So you just see a lot of upper body and lower body injuries. It's more so lower body injuries, but they'll be fine.
We better start wrapping them boys up how Prime Nick Saban did, man. Put all that tape on them boys, have them out there with all that stuff on, so they ain't getting hurt, man. Like,
yeah, and then you saw the medicals when they got to the draft. These motherfuckers got several torn shoulders,
bro.
Looking at you, D. Milner.
That's why he was wrapped up like that. Oh, because he tore everything.
Right. He tore everything. Like he's literally that SpongeBob character in the Selling Chocolate episode. Every morning I break my legs. My arm.
Yeah, because when have you seen him run out of bounds?
He's doing it a lot too. He is not trying to.
He's hurt.
Feed Trayon Webb then.
Yeah, you're right, but I mean, some of these guys. Let's be honest. Some of these guys probably should not have been playing.
Look, Rob, I agree. And is it a matter of our strength and conditioning in the off season, or is it bad luck? I mean, what are we contributing? A
lot of this, I'd say, it's just football, man. 100% we're in this game.
Yeah. Like I said, it's just football. I mean, injuries are gonna happen. And that's part of the game, but they'll be all right. They will be fine. They'll get right.
They'll be as fine as they can possibly be. I'll say that much. Like they won't be fine, but it'll be. But
again, we'll say this: you'll be happier knowing you're 5. if you would have told, and I'm gonna have a quote unquote State of the Union address for this team coming out later this week. State of the Gators during this bye week. If you would have told me that this team would be 5-2 going into the Georgia game, every single fan that's either watching this or gonna listen to this tomorrow, or just in general, every single one of y'all would take that.
Oh, yeah.
Especially considering how many freshmen we're playing. We're playing 11 freshmen pretty much every game. That's the most in the country, I believe.
I think that was the consensus when we were on Talking Sauce with Tim and Juice and a couple other fellows. I think we pretty much all said 5-2 is what we should be. I think AB said 7-0.
I said I thought we'd be 7-0, but I'd be
Why?
5-2.
Yeah, that's why I'm talking that 7-0 shit too, because you be calling that motherfucker when we do these predictions, and then when the reality sets in, it's like, okay, well, it makes sense.
You know that Utah game, we went for all the procedural penalties. That's
to be expected, though. We had so many young guys. That's to be expected. So I was giving those guys grace. I think 5-2 is great. The Kentucky game is a game that I thought we should and could have won.
Right. He's right.
Yeah.
That's because that's where Montreal got hurt. That's where Trevor got hurt too. Trevor actually got hurt in that game. He's been banged up since the Tennessee game.
Graham Mertz has not been healthy since.
I don't know when.
He hasn't been healthy since McNeese, bro. Like, if we're being honest, when he got hit, that dude, he was hurt.
Yeah, he was hurt.
Dude has been hurting, bro.
Like, this man is literally getting pulled off the turf every game.
Yeah.
Like, he's stuck to the turf. They got to literally Velcro him off the turf every single play.
Yeah.
We're being held up by vibes in the local Wule in Gainesville somewhere, bro. That's what it is at this point. Plus, damn, he's been injured all season. We've had him off and on every other business day.
Wait, who'd you say, Marcus?
Sorry, y'all. Finally, they are calling the hold, and they've been doing it all night.
Nobody cares, AB. Jesus.
But
Are you talking about Kingsley?
Yeah.
Okay, so did he play last game or?
No, he was out.
That's what I thought. So,
Wait.
Question. I mean, he's only played, 2 games, really?
2 games this year.
Would you consider, like, giving him a medical red shirt?
No, he's a 5th-year senior. So, he's going to want to go pro. Oh, you got to pick that. Yeah, he's going to want to go pro. But, yeah, let me see.
Yeah.
That's about right, actually.
All night. They've been doing it all night.
I was called an op, though. Somebody was, like, cussing me out for saying we were going to lose to Kentucky. That was crazy. It's like,
this I don't know what. Hey,
Jerry, that happens like not 80, almost like 70% of the time you make a prediction, bro. Like you say it, and then and everyone's like, "Oh fuck, Jerry! Oh, why you say that, man? He don't." And then it happens, it's like nowhere to be found.
yeah, man. I feel like I've watched enough Gators this year. Scooby's not playing like early. Kenny, 1,010%. And this is why I say, Ken. This is why I said, bro. I said, our guy. Can't think of his name all of a sudden. Oh, Derek Wingo. Wingo's stepping in, giving us a presence. He's been pass rushing pretty well. He's given us a lot of energy. He's been physical. He's been fighting off blocks. I think he's done a heck of a job coming in. Even Nunnery's come in and provided some depth and, some size, speed that I feel like has been lacking a little bit since Scooby's been somewhat hurt or down. So yeah, man, it's definitely been interesting to see how even a guy like Shamar, man, came in early and was hooping, but I think he's still hooping in a sense, but it's just like
more subdued.
Yeah, he's getting tackled, but it's not like the impact that it was before.
Yeah, I had questions about the linebacker room coming in, and when everybody's healthy and right, it's been a big boom. It's like Scooby, Marhada Titchell. Yeah, I'm not.
Hey, look though.
Played well though.
He played well.
Not just on special teams, but on defense. He's been playing pretty well.
He plays fine.
And Kennedy, the reason why I just mentioned he's been banged up. He's one of the ones been banged up. That's why you haven't seen him play much. He's played, but that's why he's not moving the way he was earlier. He's banged up.
Do y'all think those guys need a little bit more weight?
No, it's not that. It's not. It's football. I would say that. Ooh.
I don't know all that.
I will say for efficiency and accuracy wise, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, did y'all know Graham Mertz is the top 15 quarterback in the country in terms of passing yardage?
I believe it.
He's number 14 overall.
I believe it.
So, I mean, it's not like we're not throwing the ball, but now you're starting to see us take more downfield shots, and that's what I like.
Yeah.
More downfield shots are being taken, and we're starting to hit on those now. Early in the season, we weren't really hitting on them. Now we're starting to kind of hit on them. And by the way, shout out to Khalif Jackson. That catch he made down the field was something special.
I was hearing my dad make the funniest joke about KJ, man. He catches maybe 2 passes a game, but they're also like super big ones. So it's like,
they're the best catches.
His life, bro. He gives you all he can give. The legacy of his dad and all his people that went through Florida, man. They're with him every time he makes a catch in a game.
Bro, what happened to Bowman?
Hurt. And on top of that,
gotcha.
Hurt and got. But also, Khalif Jackson, first career touchdown, too.
This is his first career touchdown?
That was his first career touchdown. Mm-hmm. And he got talking noise. Yeah, give me all that energy.
That's crazy. Let's give a huge shout out to Ricky Pearsall.
10 for 166 in that clutch touchdown.
Ricky Pearsall that man is Mr. Reliable. What can you say? Jared, what's happening, brother? It's good to have you on tonight, man.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Yo, that was crazy. That was crazy. I was like, bro, this man's like trying to catch like this, and then he catches it. I'm like, all right, bro. I've seen enough. Ricky Pearsall is him. And if you don't draft Ricky Pearsall, it's shame on you. How close?
I mean, we'll get into that episode, into that one next week.
That gap very, very wide, talent-wise, just band for band on the roster. But it's a rivalry game, and any given Saturday, things can happen. And this team is talented, but young and emotional. This is about as emotional as a game you're going to play all season long. They might get up for it. They might not. Who the hell knows? But
they getting up for this one.
And I'll see after the first series, because I thought they were going to get up for Kentucky, and they sleptwalked through it and got ran through. But here,
why can I actually see this?
Hey, man. Look.
I would hate this for him because of who his quarterback would be, but
Cunningham, what are you talking about?
Oh, hey, they did bring him up to the active roster and sign him to a 3-year deal. If that ain't telling you Mac Jones' starting job on the line, I don't know what else is.
Mac Jones stinks. I mean, duh.
Exactly. My point exactly.
Oh my God, play. Caleb Williams, I hope you like Nantucket, bro.
Learn Chinese.
No. Caleb Williams going. No, you're right. You're either going to Chicago or Arizona.
Prayers.
Which is why
you're gonna be number one pick going to a bad team anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
But I'll say this before we can continue breaking this down, because there are things that we got to break down that we saw that we liked and of course didn't like. But y'all see it on the screen right there. Swamp of the Week results. So something that we're doing after every win. We don't know about the losses because it depends on how they lose. But
depends.
After every win, we're going to put out a poll for y'all where we talk amongst ourselves. We pick 3 candidates on offense and 3 on defense. And we'll let y'all pick who the Swamper of the Week is. We'll put a poll out after every game, let y'all vote on it, and we'll see who wins. So as you can see on here, Graham Mertz and Tyreek Sapp were the winners. Now, Jerry, you got it pulled up, right? On your screen.
I do not have it on the screen because my thing has been.
Well, not on the screen. You got it pulled up where you can see the results, right?
Yeah, hold on. Let me get there. Here we go. You want the defense first?
Yeah, let's do defense first. So, defensive MVPs. The poll results overwhelmingly, Tyreek Sapp won this with 70.8% of the vote. Presley came in second with 20%, 20.8%, and then Miguel Mitchell. What?
Which he's got for the last pick of the game, which is 3.
But yeah, we couldn't find anybody else besides those two.
Because the defense, for the most part, except for the plays they made when they had to, kind of stunk. So it was kind of difficult. But Sapp was probably the most consistent and was out there playing with intensity on a regular basis, snap to snap. So it was kind of an easy choice between the choices that we had, which weren't great. So.
Right. But Tyreek Sapp, and especially late in this game, really started getting pressure on Spencer Rattler having to move in the pocket. So I feel like honestly, that defensive line actually feeds off his energy. Because he in my opinion, might be the leader of that defense. He might be the leader of that defense because you can just see it in him. He's a natural. He is a natural leader out there. They feed off his energy, and when he's going, that entire defense just takes off. So
I'm a dog.
Hey, he is though. He is. Hey.
I like Sapp a lot though. He plays with a lot of energy. He's a powerful guy. So, and with a defensive line that doesn't get a whole lot of push in the pass game, it doesn't really get a lot of pressure. He's probably one of the guys you really have to hang your hat on there.
Mm-hmm.
He's really on, and that helps your defense a lot.
I'm gonna tell you something that and I don't want to get ahead of myself. But something that concerns me, with what we saw in this last game, I couldn't help but to think about Jordan Travis at the end of the season. We have to be better with our pass rush and being smarter. Like, you can't just give up these open gaps for like 20 yards, dude. I mean, I couldn't do it. We didn't forget J Money Trust.
Most did not forget that.
We didn't forget
about him.
That's the overall MVP, if we're being real.
Yeah, we're being real. Yeah, that's the overall MVP because he's clutching the field goal game. He did have one block, but I mean, we're not gonna really blame him for that. But
you know whose fault that was?
That line. But
I'm not gonna sit on names.
That 54-yard field goal that he made,
bro. Every time I see Trey Smack make a field goal, especially a field goal from long distance, I always ask the question, man, what in the hell was the coaching staff looking at during camp, during fall, all that? What was going on between him and Al Mahalik in those practices that made him go with Mahalik as a kicker, bro? Was Mahalik just a damn practice god and Trey Smack was throwing up over himself or something? Like, did somebody just not be able to walk and chew gum at the same time or whatever? I don't know. But whatever it is, it was lacking. Because every time I see Smack kick that ball, it's jumping off his foot and it's going.
When I seen him kick that ball,
I seen him kick that ball. Oh, bro. Like, you don't find very many college kickers that can hit from like 54, 55 because for the
Adam Mahalik, bro, all respect to the kid. But when he was kicking that ball, bro, you just saw it was going to be back coming off his foot, bro. And that man was probably kicking field goals and hitting water girls in the head, bro, on the sideline.
He is.
Let's be serious.
Coleman is the best wide receiver in the state. I will say I think Ricky Pearsall is a better wide receiver than Johnny Wilson.
Yeah, I will say that. But Keon Coleman has been the best receiver in the state.
The thing about this is that you look at the stats and you remove bias and all that stuff. Which receiver are you taking? Like,
it's Coleman.
Hey Trey, man, I forgot my do-rag, bro.
I got on schedule for once, bro. We did this before when we did the DJ Lagway interview, and we just stopped doing that after that. I don't know why, but we got
to keep it up, man. We got to keep the caps.
No, we didn't, Marcus, because Jerry forgot.
Well, I mean, it's a collective, AB, so it's we, not me.
Yeah. Look, it works out. It works out. It still does the job.
I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know who that was that opened the kickoff.
Hey, when
I
Sam
saw it.
Cotton
I was watching that. I was like, wait, is that Sam?
oh my god, he ran over dude, bro. That joint had me weak.
That was hilarious. Hey man, try and tackle a D lineman like that in open space with a full head steam, bro. Just try to do it.
Sack come back? I would say so. I would say he's coming back.
Probably, maybe. I would if I were him.
Princely is a guy. I know people are rough on him. I think whoever gets the number 1 jersey is automatically scrutinized more than everybody else if they're not doing their job correctly. But Princely had a good game. Again, I think he has the highest rushing grade or something like that in PFF. Like he's doing a heck of a job generating pressure. It's just he's not always getting the sack, but I mean he's there. He's there 100%. So salute to Princely. Yeah, he could.
It jumped off his foot, dude. It was down the middle. Man, he had it. I think yeah, sure, I guess, but even then, it's just weird.
Well, Rob, I mean, we do know that there's a little bit more to that Kamari Wilson situation. Pops, what's happening, man?
Yeah, when Boone gets back next year,
damn, I miss Boone this year, bro.
I miss Boone, dog. God.
Y'all, I didn't do this. I did not do this. I had nothing to do with this.
Yes, you did.
Wow.
Bro, relax. Y'all gotta relax, man. Gotta chill.
Can't be doing this.
Like, bro, Percival was just an absolute maniac.
Different
football field, bro.
Percy was doing this high. Maybe remember. He was doing this high, bro.
He had migraines all day, every day, and a bad ankle.
Yeah, dog.
Give it a minute, bro, because Trey had the shoulder and they ain't let him play out there. Percival would probably punch somebody and let him play.
I won't say that. I mean, he's having a heck of a year so far, but let's just give it a little bit of time, and then we can start having that conversation. Maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Trey's very encouraging as a young freshman.
Yeah.
He's very encouraging. He's easier, almost explosive playmaker on the team.
Yeah.
Like there's no debate about that. But let's give it some time. Give him 2 years. Let him cook. Let him get let him get a bigger role in this offense as the years go by. Maybe we can have the conversation. Maybe. And let me emphasize the word maybe.
Hey, I mean, he can.
Migraines, man.
I don't think we can, not recognize how great he's been playing. Of course, like I'm willing to put him in some conversations with some other greats, at some point. But Percy's my GOAT, bro.
Yeah, you gonna leave him alone.
All right, how y'all felt about the play call in this game? It was meh. Sometimes pretty good. Others. If it was a very mixed bag, like the 4th of 11 play call, what are we doing? Why are you dumping it down 11 yards behind the sticks?
Yeah,
worked out. You got lucky there, but don't ever do it again, please.
That, and we got to a certain point, man. Like any other game, this happens. Like we're losing, but we went in a possession. I think we threw the ball 8 straight times.
We do a lot, especially in the opening drive. I don't think we ran the ball like maybe twice, 3 times.
Yeah, it was. But look, we scored points, so I'm taking it. But
move
I
the
thought
ball.
there were
Well, that was the best thing you gotta do. If it's working, stay with it, which is an encouraging sign. Because sometimes what we saw with Billy, when something's working, he'll just go away from it for long stretches until it's too late.
He kept going with it, pretty much, essentially.
Yeah.
Rock, y'all. What about this one here?
No, respectfully, no. I thought great play, Trey, but please, for the love of God. Same play with Trey was almost thought in the backfield, but somehow got out of it. That was amazing. Yeah. Like you see, them 5-star players you see on the school tape where they just don't get tackled, even when they're lined up. That was Trey, man. Like he was lined up a lot of these times, and he just slipped out and made a play. He's explosive, dude. He's on another level than a lot of these freshmen out here, bro. So,
all right. So, quick question though, y'all. Like, do y'all feel a certain type of way about like Trey not being at punt return?
Yes and no.
Yeah. I mean, you would love for him to be back there, but you don't want him to get hurt either.
Yeah,
But
because
we
you need.
want Rick Pearsall to get hurt.
Well, Ricky Pearsall is going to take the ball and get a fair catch, and that's it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
Like
yeah,
Drake
he's
Drake can make magic with it, but we saw him when we tried it in the Utah game. It didn't work well because he tried to make plays with that weren't there.
yeah.
No, I don't think he will. I don't think he will. No,
Mm-mm.
no, I don't think he. I don't think he'll be back
Yeah.
this.
No. My Cowboys,
Our co-host, bro.
Pops. That ain't mine, bro. That's AV.
Man up top.
Let's just be honest. Your team is overrated. They're not going to do anything, even if they get to the playoffs. You need to get another quarterback. I'm sorry, I just had to get off my chest.
I could have told you that.
Well, also, I will say this. Maybe y'all shouldn't lose the team, get blown out by teams that nearly lost to the Giants at home.
But they didn't lose to the Giants, now did they?
They didn't lose to the Giants.
They also allowed the Giants to score. We didn't.
Nobody cares, AB. You got blown out. You got your panties thrown to the side of football.
And we did that to them. Oh, the penalty
That
was-
is cope. That is cope. This man is coping. My God.
well, it was on them.
Anyway,
But,
back to the Gators. Let's say
Next year, I would like. I mean, yeah, I get it, but you just don't want him to get hurt. That's the only thing. You don't want him to get hurt. Like you can't. I mean, normally I would love to put a freshman back that has done it, but in this case, with this particular season, you can't even really do that. The only one you can really do that for would be Andy Jean. And by the way, he didn't play either. He was out too.
How
No.
about the Knicks?
You know, Pops, I'm not even gonna lie. I was laughing so hard when he missed that field goal.
Browns are dangerous, bro. You know, the defense is something else. The defense is
By the
legit.
way, shout out to Pensacola's own Martin Emerson Jr. for getting an interception in that game.
Oh, also, I want to give a shout out to my brother that I grew up with, Jordan Strong, the defensive end for South Carolina. That man came out there to play, bro. Overcame a lot, ACL injuries, and he got a sack on Graham Mertz. So salute to Jordan Strong, future NFL draft pick.
This one right here, Trey, absolutely the hell not.
Nah, just because some guys are good with the ball in hands does not mean you need to be punt return.
We can't do that one. They're gonna this week to kind of clean up the things they need to clean up. Just work on just the little things, like just clean up a lot of little things that they're still making mistakes.
Clean up the block, clean up your gap assignments, clean up some offensive execution, get healthy, get your treatment in, prepare. You know, just typical stuff you didn't do on a bye weeks. Handle your business.
Handle your business. And also, man, this is Florida, Georgia we got coming up. If you ain't finding some type of motivation to go out there and cook, I don't know what else you need, bro. This is a golden opportunity for us to. If we win this game, let's just break this down. If we were to win this game somehow,
spend it on Twitter.
The East is. I mean, right now it's ours at that time if we win. Because
Kentucky has lost back-to-back games. They lost to Georgia and they just lost at home to Missouri, who, by the way,
that team's good. Missouri's
like that. Missouri's like that.
We got to go to Columbia later in the season, so that's going to be a bloodbath. We got to get ready for that one.
Yeah, that team is good, but they got 2 losses, and right now, Missouri would be in second, I believe. But who have they lost to in the SEC?
LSU and
they lost. I think
they only have 1 loss, right?
Yeah, that's their only loss.
That's crazy, bro.
And as of right now, if they have the same record in the SEC as Florida, right now Missouri would be second, based on the simple fact that we lost to Kentucky and they beat them. So, I do believe if we were to beat Georgia, that would probably put us in first place.
That's what I heard on.
Yes, play Georgia after that. Yeah, no. We're good. Trevor's not throwing for 423 yards and 3 touchdowns.
We're running
Oh,
off.
man, and again, like I want to just repeat, Graham Mertz has overcome so much, and salute to this man for coming into UF and embracing the challenge. I mean, he's done a heck of a job, I think, for what he's been given. And Rob, I agree, because I'm a big Burke guy. I think Burke is a weapon in the red zone. I think Frazier is a weapon in the red zone as well.
I'm personally not a big jump ball and goal line fade guy. I hate that play. But if you got guys to run it, go ahead.
You're right, Pops. I agree. It's gonna be a tough.
Yeah. Hell, also, like, now with the Bowers injury and Georgia's schedule looking better than what everybody thought it might have been coming in,
Georgia about to take some L's, brother.
Missouri is better than what people thought. Do I think Georgia's going to win those games? Absolutely. Right, let's be clear about that.
I think they're losing 1 or 2 games without Brock Bowers.
They might get upset, but they'll probably power through it.
Yeah, they have to play Georgia and Tennessee before we play them.
That's brutal. Okay, that makes sense, actually.
We probably need Georgia to win. Outside of us, we probably need Georgia to win.
He doing that right now. You saw his Facebook page, right? You saw when he changed his profile picture to, right?
That was great.
Yeah. We all know what that means.
He changed it to the No Sean Marino hit.
Look, I will say, I think we win one of those games against LSU, Georgia, or Florida State.
Those games are not going to be fun because those guys have explosive offenses.
Yep.
I can rise to it.
I think we still win them.
Oh, if it's a nooner, bro, Christ.
I'm leaning Florida State.
Let that be 2:30.
Because we always struggle in Columbia at noon. We just do. Ever since they've come into the SEC, it's never fun. And now that they're really, really talented on offense, with guys like Bird and Brady Cook's playing very well, it's not going to be an easy time.
Trey, I agree, but I also don't believe in our cornerback.
Oh yeah, I don't like our corner room that much at the Stars anyway.
Yeah.
Again, then also they got recruited to play at Georgia for a reason. They're talented, so they can make a play.
So let's kind of break this down a little bit more. Like, what are some things in this game against South Carolina that you saw that you were really, really impressed with that you may not have seen all season long?
The offense executing in the passing game, especially downfield. That's the easy one.
Okay, maybe not so obvious. Because that one is obvious and it looked. Oh, by the way, I'll tell y'all in the private chat why.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
I know what that means.
Fingers ready.
I'm finna type something real good now.
Something I saw in the game that did not realize that was cold as ice. But something that that's a great question, man. I think just the offensive execution and Napier mixing it up and trying to keep it balanced in a sense with the running game and not just fully going all out. Like, we did have 48 passing attempts, I believe, but I think it was a little bit more balanced. Like, we kept them off balance in certain situations, like running the ball here and there with Montrell, feeding them off the left side, and then going to a throw here and there, throwing across the middle, throwing underneath. Some of the drags are on point. I mean, I thought the offense looked like it was it looked like it was better than just a pregame script. I thought Napier made great adjustments mid-game, which helped us out some. And then we had a little bit more tempo at times as well, which I really enjoyed.
And we stuck with things that worked. Like, the passing game was on fire. Well, I wasn't on fire, but it was consistent. It was moving the chains. It was getting you good yardage. It was getting you nice chunk plays, and they kept going to it. Because, like, we've harped on it constantly, myself included, even down this podcast, that at times the play calling gets really, really bad when we start going away from what's working the most consistent, and we just start forcing stuff that doesn't need to be there, and start calling plays that's not in rhythm with what's going on in the flow of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Here, it wasn't as much of a problem. And there was some creativity, like the 2-point conversion the ETN threw.
That was, oh my God, bro.
The That was some nice creativity. That was nice stuff. Like we've all criticized the offense for being too predictable and too vanilla, and I'm glad that they tried some stuff out.
It felt like
look.
It felt like Napier was coaching that game like he just felt like he was free or something. Like he's like, all right, it is what it is. Let me go out here and just try stuff. Like try stuff that I feel like will work. Getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers, mixing it up as far as getting the ball to different wide receivers. Like even like him just putting Aiden Mizell out there. I know it didn't work, but it's something showing that he's trying to figure out what will work for this team, what will work for this group in this game. It's not just something he's like just set on. He's not stuck in his ways, which I was super happy about.
Yeah, you're trying some new things, and the things that we criticize that we don't love. I mean, please throw someone else plays out like that big double slam play that we tried. It just does not work. Everyone knows it's coming. No one's fooled by it. Throw out the playbook. And the offensive line isn't necessarily good enough to really execute some of those things. They're very slow. So the less of that, the better. And we went straight drop back and we went for wides a lot of times. We didn't have any of that just crazy, we're going to try and trick you stuff. Like the motion helps you clear the field a little bit, especially in the middle. So I get why we try it. I'm not opposed to it. It's just how we do it tends to be kind of. But again, glad they tried some things, and I'm glad they executed on offense, and glad the personnel groupings were in place that led to success.
I will say another thing that I noticed towards the end. I don't know what's taking us so long to try this out, but I do think putting Searcy and Princely in the game at the same time is a great idea. I think that looked great.
See, yeah, because Princely, I like him a lot. I love him and everything. Don't get me wrong, but in the run game, he wants absolutely nothing to do with it. Let's like,
yeah. Pass rush, third and long though. You put them two out there, bro. You got you something.
It can work. I mean, it's fine. It's a nice change up. Try more of that. Throw some Kelvin Collins in there every so often, and you got some.
Yes, sir.
Well, yeah. Now things that we didn't like. I think we can purse this out pretty quickly. The tackling was bad.
It wasn't great. The
run fits weren't great. Like we had plays that should have gone for like one for 2 or 3 yards, and most going for 7, 8. The coverage down the field, it was suboptimal. There were too many times where the corners just got boxed out and the receivers play.
Leggett's nice, dog.
Yeah, Leggett's a great player, so he's going to make plays on you. But my God,
yeah.
For me, it was the resiliency. To get down by 10 points and not panic and just go out there and just continue to execute, continue to believe in what you're doing. That was the most impressive thing to me because a lot of over the last few years, these Florida teams, if they got down by 10 or more,
they quit.
They would quit. They would fold. This team didn't do that. So clearly we're seeing growth from them.
Well, AB, if you kind of think back to last year, right? Tennessee game, we got down. Napier, I don't know what happened, but we came back. We fought. What was the other? Oh, against Georgia last year. We came back, gave them a fight. So in Florida State, we fought with barely anybody available wide receiver. So I think one of Napier's greatest attributes as a coach is instilling the guys that, we have a chance to win. And then finally we saw yesterday or Saturday that with that mindset plus execution, you have a chance to win any ball game you're in. It just comes down to staying poised and playing complementary football. I think that's something we did really well in that game that got us that win. And then, of course, you need some luck, but complementary football, special teams, offense, and defense, when needed, because defense did not play as well as what they should have, but when needed, we were able to get the job done. So, yeah, man, that was a good game for us, I believe.
Significant, man. Like I did not think this team had it in them. I really didn't. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I thought the way it's structured and the way we tend to run offense at times. If you get down by 10 points,
it's over.
Done. They don't have the personnel to come from behind like that.
Yeah.
And they don't have the offensive play calling Moxie to really do it. But they were on all night. They executed. The passing game was working. Mertz showed a lot of resiliency and toughness. The receivers made plays. Arliss made plays when he got the chance to. Pearsall was massive as usual. I mean, the offensive line even held up for the most part in pass protection. So, guys that I didn't think they could do it, they shut me the hell up that day.
Yeah, outside Marcus, outside of that one mistake, I do think Lindell had a pretty good game.
It was solid.
He had a solid game. Outside of that time when he jumped, nobody else moved. He's the only dude jump.
I had to count, man. You know how it goes.
Oh, God.
I did notice that. They still had 8 in the box.
It's a lot.
Yeah, basically daring Graham Mertz to beat them. And he did.
Yep.
Yeah, he said, yep, exactly. He pretty much said, no, we not leaving without a win. It's pretty much what he said. It's a culture shift for sure. No, he was
gotta agree.
Or at least not a good. Both are right. Both are right. Tell me why you every time you got sacked. If you got to pick your quarterback up every time he gets sacked, that's because clearly you know who is the reason why he gets sacked. Like, come on, man.
No.
Hey, man. Hey, man.
God, bro.
You know who I want to see more of now.
Ooh, Najee.
Well, I wouldn't mind seeing him either, but you know,
Always, if you see
played well he's gotten in, but 75?
I was about to say Cam, bro.
Cam.
Hey, man.
Everybody question everything at this point.
Jamie and George, bro.
I'm weak, bro. I can't, bro.
Jamie and Dorge.
Hey, man, let's just go on record again and say how much of a liar Nick Saban is. Nick Saban is the biggest liar I have ever seen, bro.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah, bro. Saban's tripping, bro. Lying straight up to
And
everybody's face.
the only man, I only wanted one person to stay, and that was JoJo Earl. Like, if you read the tea leaves, man.
Oh my God.
In at TCU right now.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Is he?
Yeah.
I know he returns punts, but is he like getting involved with the offense?
Not really.
Ooh. Michael Parsons just killed Justin Herbert.
What else is new?
So, Avery, you have any more questions about the game, man, or any comments or anything, or you kind of want to get into anything else?
Well, defensively, I'll say we addressed the tackling because Lord have mercy. That's definitely got to be improved. But something I'm seeing really in coverage is guys are, how can I put it? Oh, that's pick. Let's go. Let's go. But anyways.
Oh my God. Audio guys like what? All right,
yeah, Rob, yeah. We finna get the dub. They ain't got no more timeouts. So but in coverage is more, how can I put it? They're getting beaten literally right off the line. It's not so much of them playing far back like they did last year. It's more just off the line. And it's almost like it takes them, it's just taking them too long to get back in coverage. And it's happened the last couple of weeks, really.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a concern for me. And I feel like Jason Marshall, man, you cannot play board out there. I get
Bro,
it.
this is what I was telling you, AB.
I mean, they're not really throwing his. Oh, by the way, Miami Hurricanes fans, turn to the Cowboys game. This is how you end the game.
Oh my God.
We get it.
But we had a conversation about this, I think, in the offseason, and I was like, yes, Jason Marshall is very much so talented, but I feel like he's out there playing board because he knows people don't want to test him a lot. And now people are actually throwing at him, and he's like, what do I do?
Is he playing board? Are we sure about that?
Well, he ain't bored no more. He ain't bored.
We said for 2 years straight, and then the people keep testing him, and they be working. So I don't know why he's bored.
Yeah, I feel like last year he was bored and he was disengaged. And I think if you're not staying, alert, if you're not like one thing I loved about Tease Tabor, bro, Tease Tabor was all over the field. He was engaged in everything. Quincy Wilson, same thing. Vernon, any Gator DB great that you remember, bro, they were all over the place. Kyrie Elam. Jason Marshall just plays like he doesn't really care. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like very just calm. Like he doesn't have that dog mentality at times.
I don't even think it's that he doesn't care. I think he's not as good as we think he is. He is.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna go that far because he still has talent. It's more so an effort thing. It's an effort. It's effort. It's not that he doesn't have talent. We're not gonna go that far. He's a 5-star for a reason. The kid clearly has talent.
A lot of guys are 5 stars and don't play that well at the next level.
But you have to continue to play football. We know you want to go to the NFL after this year. We know that. But you have to play like you were projected first round pick before the season. You have to go out there and actually play like it.
He has fallen to probably about 5th round.
4th round projection is the last I saw.
Really?
Yeah, 4th round projection.
He's having like a Marcus Roberson 2013 year right now.
Put it this way. They know he has the talent, which is why it's 4th round. Could go up to 3rd, but because there are GMs out there that'll be like, you know what? We know he's more talented than what they're projecting. We're gonna take a chance on him. But it's just they're gonna tell him, look, you have got to play. Because I'm telling you, if he goes to the pros and he looks better than he has this year, he's gonna tell me everything I need to know is clearly effort. And Jared, I agree with this 100%. Because let's just never mention that last name, and that last part of the sentence ever again.
I will say that one thing that our guy has in common with Grantham, in a sense, is he does fall in love with putting Princely in coverage or the edge in coverage, which is I just think it's hilarious. So I'm just like, bro, this is not going to work. But yeah, that's true.
Hey. He made the Packers roster and he's actually playing for them.
Bro, he flashed in the preseason.
I mean,
he's actually playing for the Packers, like legit playing.
The Packers also suck this year, so there's that.
That's terrible.
They're bad.
This is true. He didn't. They didn't really throw his way. The couple times they did, he did play well. So that we did see improvement in that regard. But I need to see it more consistently. That's what we're saying. We need consistency.
Yeah. He got beat pretty bad in one play. I think it just didn't get completed or something.
Yeah, I think we sacked Rattler on that.
Yeah, but
we did. Because he played 4 last year.
Yeah, he surely did.
Yeah. Clearly, the issue never was talent. It's just more so effort. Because as I just said, he didn't even get drafted. And not only did he make the Packers roster, he's playing. Mm-hmm. That says a lot. That says a lot. So I'm happy about that. Shout out to him for getting his mind right and going out there and starting to put it all together. But it's just a second there. Jordan Kessler, I think he'll bounce back. I need to see more Bryce Thornton out there. I do. Need to see more Bryce Thornton out there. I know they're kids. I know they're 18 years old. But these kids are ready to play too.
Facts.
And they've been the best players. Let's be honest. Some of these freshmen have been the best players.
I can't wait till we get a chance to see develop Dijon because I know he got that passion.
That's the other thing. You got guys that are talented that's not even part of playing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Dijon's playing on special teams. And he's actually been great on special teams if you ask me. He's actually been great on special teams. So you'll see him more next year. You'll see more Jakeem Jackson. Some guys need to hit a bottom, get right, figure out. Oh my goodness, yeah.
That was brutal.
But yeah, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, I won't touch that, but there's a whole bunch of things that it's
I guess y'all want me to answer this question, don't you?
Oh, brother.
Go ahead, man.
Okay.
And I also say this. As of right now, there's a certain fan base that's being led astray.
All right, AB.
And Saturday could very well be very funny.
Being led astray.
Yeah. That fan base is not us.
Sure.
They'll find out. They'll have a meltdown on their message boards.
I mean, AB, you're the one that knows everything about everything as far as that stuff. I don't know anything.
No, not everything. I was.
Yes, he does. If you want all the sources,
no, I will say this.
he knows everything.
Man, right there.
Y'all have got to realize. Oh yeah, I'm glad you pointed at Jared. Mark is good.
Hey, man, he got one recruit. Might get another one.
He legit did point at you, but I will say this. And
hey, I don't know nothing, bro.
Y'all have got to realize though, recruiting is fluid. Things can change. Y'all got to realize that.
So AB, we getting them, bro.
I will say as of now, but we got 5 more days. We got because he commits on Saturday. He commits on the 21st. Set that date. Yeah. So, and I want to say it might be on 247 Sports on their YouTube page. It might be that because they usually do a lot of them anyway. So I think it might be on there. But I would love to add this kid in the class because I'm telling you right now, he is more than him. Like 65 pounds, can run, power, speed. Get this man on my roster immediately.
Yeah. Bro, I'm just excited, man. I think that defense next year, man. Oh my. Anyways, God.
And yet again, somebody in fantasy football has proposed to trade to me. Let me see what kind of BS they pull now.
Okay, now we're talking about fantasy football. I think we can wrap the show up.
Yeah. Let's talk fantasy.
Y'all got anything else y'all want to discuss from this game? Because we won't be getting into the Georgia game right now. We're gonna save that for next week. Got special guests for y'all for that next week. So be on the lookout for that. And we haven't gotten it locked in yet. We're waiting to hear back, but see if we can get that locked in by tomorrow.
Let's do it, man.
Sure.
But yeah, Swampers of the week, of course. Graham Mertz, Tyreek Sapp. Congrats to y'all from us. Y'all balled out. Graham, you proved a lot of people wrong.
Yeah.
Especially the ones that came out and said you were the worst quarterback in the SEC before the season. I mean,
a lot of people did, in fairness, but
a lot of people did. Clearly, you said what?
Peyton Thorne.
I'll say this: Auburn fans want Robbie Ashford to be the quarterback so bad. And I'm gonna be honest, shut,
bro.
That offense and that quarterback.
Self-sabotage at Auburn is insane. I'm sorry.
Anyway,
there's a reason why Keon Coleman left. There you go.
I know what we know now is plenty of reasons why he left Michigan State.
Yeah, but Graham Mertz proved a lot of people wrong. I will say this: sometimes the change. I said it before. Didn't I say it in the offseason? Sometimes the change of scenery and competent coaching staff that you got going on turn things around like that.
Hell, look at Michael Penix in Washington. He's living with the Heisman right now.
Matter of fact, we'll get in that tomorrow on Indisputable Evidence with that game in particular. Both quarterbacks from each team. Change of scenery, they're both Heisman candidates.
Yep.
See how it works?
Sometimes it just works like that, you know? It is what it is.
And Jaden Daniels is another guy.
Yeah, the Jaden Daniels going from Arizona State to LSU. That's another guy. So, yeah, you see guys transfer to other schools and look what happens.
Hell, the biggest example of all, Joe Burrow going from Ohio State to LSU.
By the way, Marcus. No.
Bro, what kind of
That's kind of man. I'm not trading either one of those guys.
nah? You leave him right there. You don't.
Basically, they want Christian Kirk from me for Chris Olave.
That's not the worst trade in the world, but
No.
Olave is great, respectfully.
He
Anyway.
is respectable, but he's also questionable for the game. No. Not trade for him, he's going to be ruled out. No. I'm familiar with your game.
Okay,
But,
we're rambling.
Y'all got any final thoughts before we get up out of here?
No, not really. I've said all I need to say.
Yeah. Tune in next week because that's going to be a show. It's gonna be a
Yes.
show, man. It's a lot of yeah.
It will
And
be a show for
Final
you.
thought. Florida is going to win this weekend.
Undefeated all time against the bye week.
Undefeated. We have never lost to the bye week.
The buys are son like Tennessee.
Undefeated, never lost.
Never lost.
Telling
Yes,
us
it is.
so yes, it is. We get him on line. Everybody lying already, but yeah. Undefeated against the bye.
It's true.
It's a good thing we don't have to play. We done. That's the other thing with the new SEC next year. We won't be playing them for a while.
South Carolina?
Yeah. We will
What?
get Rob. Bring this question back next week because we will get into that. That's something we got to get into.
I didn't realize we don't play South Carolina.
Well, with Oklahoma and Texas coming in, they got to change some of the scheduling. Like we get Texas on the road next year, so take away a game, South Carolina.
Sheesh.
Way he's playing right now, he could. There's a chance.
If he comes back next year, I think he'll be.
Yeah, but right now, for this year's Jaden Daniels.
Because it's such a down year in the SEC right now with guys. Jaden Daniels is probably clearly the best quarterback.
Yeah, it's Jaden Daniels, but I mean, I don't think it's a stretch to say that Graham would be number 2 behind Daniels right now.
It's either him or maybe Brady Cook from Missouri, but I'd probably say
Carson Beck's having a sneaky solid year as well, but is that more Brock Bowers or
Beck is proving me wrong. He's not making my last name look bad right now.
oh,
Now,
brother.
I'll be honest, I need that to change next week. But, as of right now, he's not making my last name look bad.
He's playing fine. I think the Kentucky game he put it together.
yeah.
He should come. I think he will. Because, I mean, the talent we're going to have coming in next year, we know Lagway's going to be coming in.
Mm-hmm.
But you add more talent around Graham Mertz, what he's doing now compared to what he can do next year.
I agree. I think it'd be a disservice to not start him.
Yeah, and I'll be honest. We all got to be honest. There'll be packages for Lagway next year. There are going to be packages for him. Let's just not.
Well, I don't know what Billy. I don't know. Maybe. I'm not sure.
Billy's not stupid. He knows that there's going to be packages for him. You ain't gonna start him as a true freshman, but he's too talented not to at least use him at least in goal line situations.
Yeah, that's true.
Or like if it's 3rd and short or 4th and short, something like that. Yeah, that's the thing. But my final thought is, guys, rest up, heal up. Correct the little things we need to correct during this bye week, and then next week y'all already know what it is.
We locked in.
All the way locked in next week.
Locked in.
All the way locked in. Put it this way: if you see Marcus in uniform out there,
oh, calm down.
you might see him out there, but we're not saying you won't make any plays. You will. You'll get a tackle for loss. Maybe a sack or 2.
That ain't happening.
But man, I kind of wish I was going to that game, but
Yeah, you all right, bro. You all right. Just watch it at home.
them hotels would be sold out. So but Yeah. Who got the song this week? Or should we do a song? Well, it's the bye week, so that we ain't got to worry about it.
I mean,
Now, Pops, we know you gonna do that. We just know it's coming next week. We know, but we ready for all the trolls. You forgot. Somebody here has a master's degree in trollology.
hey, look. What happened was I gave it up. I don't troll anymore. I don't know if y'all know. I stopped trolling, bro.
Any taker? Anybody?
Just don't try to troll me. Just don't try to troll me. Whoa.
Anybody? Let's see.
That's interesting, bro.
I can't necessarily go because I ain't got a hotel to stay in. So I'm pretty sure they booked it. Even if they're not, they're gonna be an arm and a leg.
Just find one of them nice Georgia families who's on St. Simon, who's on the boats for the game and stuff. You know, a nice little time.
Yeah, some people got some, season tickets and everything around here, man. So you can find you a ticket and somewhere to stay, and they're nice.
But see, I'm trying to hit the Florida State game too, so I'm trying to save up for that too. I'm definitely trying to go to the Florida State game. Matter of fact, we all should go to that game for content purposes.
The thing about that, bro, I thought about going to Florida State, but I'm going to be going to the Celtics Magic game. So
you do realize?
Be able to go to. Huh?
You do realize? Wait, what's the date for that Celtics Magic game?
Celtics Magic is on that Friday. Florida State's on a Saturday. So I don't know. Maybe I could be able to go to both, but we're gonna see.
What the problem is? One's on a Friday, the other on a Saturday. What the problem is?
Because I think I'll be in Orlando that Saturday morning. So if I can possibly get to Gainesville, we'll see what happens.
It's an hour and a half with the turn. Are you good?
Yeah. But I got Thanksgiving food I got to finish too.
That's when Leah drives. That's all I need to see. That look is all I need to see. But Marcus, I think I got a car you can sleep it. No. Wait, Marcus, do you or Jerry have a song?
I think I do.
Okay.
So,
I think it is, Marcus. Yeah, it is.
What I'm gonna kind of switch it up a little bit. I'm gonna take it out the genre that we always be on, and I'm gonna use one of the night songs for one of my favorite bands of all time, one of the most iconic bands of all time. We're gonna go "Even Flow" by Pearl Jam.
Oh.
Yes. Oh.
I like it.
Yes.
And since it had to be Marcus getting the song because it was his birthday this past week. It's only right.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it's only right.
It's only right.
There we go.
Also, Rob, I am a big, humongous. I probably like the Celtics more than the Gators, if we're being honest. But that is my squad. That's my squad. I'm just saying, bro. I
know how you feel, bro. I think the Jazz won the games when they're good. So
yeah.
Pops approves of that, Marcus. I think he approves of that.
There we go. That show a little versatility, Had to reach my toolbox.
Yeah, well, let everybody know where they can follow y'all. Burner accounts included.
Y'all know where to find me, man. JBreezyII on Twitter. I am BreezyII on Twitter. Back up. And follow my Instagram at JLamar_II. You may find some inspirational messages, some beard oil, some facial care, do-rags, and just overall goodness on there. So, yeah, man. That's where you follow me.
Y'all know me as usual, man. Marcus Davis 904 on Twitter. I'm always out there tweeting very unhinged takes about the Jaguars and the Gators and everything else in between.
You ain't lying about the unhinged part. Before I let y'all know where to follow me, make sure men with beards out here invest.
Free promo.
This stuff has been a godsend to me.
The beard oil is key.
With coconut oil and vitamin E.
AB, look, man, you're doing it. You're doing it.
Yeah, that's great. This is like nasty free, dude.
we trying to get sponsored. I mean, we're looking for sponsorships too. So anybody out there want to tap in with us? Hey,
Shea Moisture Men, if you hear me, Shea Moisture Men.
Shea Moisture Men, Manscaped. Oh, by the way, I do have Shea Moisture Men too. I had that too.
And Bluetooth if you want to.
Dr. Dre, if you watch this, Beats by Dre. Hey, man. Hey, I'm just playing. But
Man, I'll do one hell of a Bluetooth ad read on here. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey man, get that Kevin Garnett in the bus, that egg thon.
Oh my god, this guy out here, bro.
Man, but hey, Manscaped too. Hey, we out there. Hey,
Matter of fact, I'm a very loyal customer of Manscaped, and they've helped me quite a bit.
Hey, Mark's about to pull it. You about to pull it out?
Oh, we feel like I can find the box. Hold up. Right.
Hey, we freak out of here, bro.
okay, we can't talk about Manscaped. You say that? No, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Jeez, dude.
I got a bottle of my product right here.
Let's see the product, bro. Let's see the product.
Little,
Ooh.
we call it ball deodorant, baby.
Okay.
Out the shower, after watching Jimmy and the Two Twins, you are on there and you got a nice little deodorant down there because
That's it, man. That's it.
Manscaped, if you're watching, tap in.
You heard it.
Your balls will thank you.
Matter of fact, all of us should just mass DM them right now about sponsorship.
That's kind of nasty for sure.
Indeed, man. Why not? Why not? YOLO.
Hey man, but, you can follow me on Twitter at AceWade1, on Instagram at Ace_Wade1, ladies. You can follow the podcast page on Twitter at Inside_Swamp, Instagram at Inside_Florida Athletics, and TikTok, Inside Swamp. We got more content coming for y'all on there as well. But with that, it's been another great episode of the Swamp Inside Florida Athletics. We're going to leave you as we always do. God bless y'all. Go Gators. Oh, and special for me, go Cowboys because we got the dub tonight. Y'all be safe out there because we got a lot going on in this world, man. So y'all watch yourselves, be safe. Take care of your mentals, take care of your chicken, take care of your loved ones. Tell them you love them every single day. Wash your face, wash your hands. Marcus?
With soap, with water, hot water that is, with a loofah, a washcloth, or whatever it is that you may use in that shower. Very kindly, very gently, and very, very thoroughly wash your ass. And wear socks and shoes, closed toes preferably, and move it there in other public spaces. Thank you very much, and y'all have a nice night. May God bless you.
God bless y'all. We'll see y'all next week.